Well, if you have old jewelry or rare coins around the house, you could be sitting on a treasure trove worth thousands of dollars.
When's the right time? This spring, right? The price of gold has actually hit record levels this year, and right now, 24 karat gold is going for more than $2,700 an ounce.
Yeah, but if you want to take your gold to a local buyer, beware. Not all offers are equal. Danielle DeRoss, you found that out. Some gold buyers are only offering a fraction of what it's worth.
Yeah, this was a pretty surprising investigation, Matt and Sam. This all started with a tip from a viewer that some gold buyers in our area were lowballing customers with their offers. So I got some help from my coworkers. I gathered up all of this jewelry that you see here on my hand and in the palm of my hand right here to find out what it might all be worth. But first, I got all of these items appraised.
Can I dump this out?
Absolutely. Craig Bagon is a straight shooter who knows his gold. What's that telling us?
That's telling you is that it's 14 karat gold. Because I tell you what it's worth, and I'll beat anybody's offer on this.
He owns BlackThorn estate buyers in Boca Raton and has been making offers on jewelry for decades.
So this piece is worth, you have in grams, 5.3 times 1.555.
He took a look at our lot and evaluated each piece.
1.1. Believe it or not, look at that, for this small amount of gold, $294.
Because it's 14 karat.
Yeah, but it just, gold is so high. The simplest, smallest pieces are valuable.
For 4 rings, 2 pairs of earrings, a bracelet, and a pendant, Bagon valued our gold at $1,722. He says buyers will offer a number below that because they have to make a profit. Is part of this a subjective art?
No.
No.
No. There's an absolute intrinsic value for everything that you put on this desk with me today.
With that value in mind, we hit the road and went to see what other shops in our area might offer for our treasures. First stop of the day, we're at Joseph's Jewelry in Stuart, and I have with me my bag of gold that was appraised at about $1,750. So we will see how much Joseph's is offering me for the same group of jewelry. While I was inside, their gold buyer took my pieces into a back room. A few minutes later, they made me an offer I couldn't believe. Joseph's told me that this was worth $525. They didn't do anything itemized. They just said that's what it would be worth to scrap it. I told them I'd be getting a second opinion. We're at another jewelry place in Stuart. I still can't believe the first guys only offered $525 for this gold. So we're gonna see what another jeweler has to say. We are at Barrel & Co. in Stuart. At this store, the buyer separated my jewelry by carat and explained their offer, which was almost double the first store. All right, so Barrel quoted me a little higher. They itemized it and they told me it would be $1,033 for this bag. Next, we went south to Palm Beach County. Third stop brings us to Green Acres, and when you Google gold buyers, the first thing that comes up in Google search results is Twerries. They say that they offer the best prices, so let's find out if they do. Inside, they took a close look at each item.
What is this weigh?
Weighed and calculated the carats.
6 grams.
And came back with the highest price of the day.
Divide that by 31.1. That is your price per gram.
$1,175, a little less than 70% of the original appraised value. When I told them I was gathering research for a news story, they invited my cameraman in and agreed to an interview.
Gold is at an all-time high. If you have gold, this would possibly be a great time to sell it.
Kevin Seppi, the vice president at Twerries, says that their longtime family-owned business is built on trust, that their quotes are fair and can beat other offers. He has this advice to anyone looking to sell their gold to the highest bidder.
Do your research or go to somebody reputable. Read reviews online, make sure they've been in business for a long time, and understand what you're selling.
Do you think that if somebody were to offer me just a couple $100 for this gold, I was being ripped off?
Absolutely, yeah. A fair profit, 10 to 20%, but 100% profit is not fair. Offering somebody half of value or less is just not good karma or good business.
I wanted to get one more quote, and I went just down the road. Our last stop of the day is Lake Worth Gold Mine. This Lake Worth buyer spent time going through each piece and explained his process. He was even willing to negotiate. They were very fair. They offered me $10.50, and then when I told them that I had another offer, they were going to negotiate and go up to $1,200, but I told them I'm not selling. Before the day was done, we wanted to follow up with the first two buyers in the Treasure Coast. And this is Danielle DeRoss from CBS 12. We called both to let them know about our story and where their offer stacked up against the rest. I had questions for Joseph's after their offer came in $1,000 under value. So I was wondering why you might have been such an outlier.
Okay, well, to be honest with you, I think we explained everything as far as we weren't buying it for the actual piece. We were buying it just for the gold weight. So as a scrap dealer, we're allowed to, as a business, it's legitimate. We're allowed to sell it for, pennyweight prices. I don't know where you went, and if you got double the price, that's great. Go for it. We're not holding you back from that.
Now, for the record, all of the buyers that we visited were looking at these items for scrap. So the lesson here, obviously, you have to get multiple opinions because these offers can really vary widely. And when gold is going for record prices, you should be able to get a good amount. So it's definitely worth driving around and seeing what everybody's willing to offer you.
Yeah, there's no way to know besides going to multiple places and seeing what offers you get. Really.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to do your research, know the weight of it, know the purity of your gold, and then you can tell, hopefully, if you're getting a fair enough offer.
Right, you knew specifically to go to the first gentleman to get a, like you said, fair offer, and then 70% of that seems pretty good.
Yeah, he was willing to go even higher.
Okay.
So, these guys kind of battle it out. You have to decide, do you want to show your cards and tell them, well, I got an offer for this much at this place, can you beat that? So there's kind of a game to it all, but shop around for sure.
Yeah, we heard a lot about the price of gold being so high right now. Why is that?
So I guess the value tends to go up when there's a lot of uncertainty about the economy. And so you've got the presidential election coming right up, you've got unrest in the Middle East, the war in Ukraine, all of that turmoil tends to drive people to want to invest in something that's tangible and something that they think is a bit more secure. So gold is going up for that reason.
Oh, it's very insightful.
Yeah, great stuff, Danielle. Thank you. We got more on Florida coming up after this.
Hi, I'm Matt Lincoln for CBS 12 News. Click the like and subscribe buttons if you want to see more stories like this that impact you.